Last night was another secret screening at Cineworld in the UK, and we got a film that many people seemed to predict would be showing, and that was Shelby Oaks. Now, this isn't going to be the biggest horror film released this year, but it does have an interesting backstory. And for those that don't know, this is the directorial debut for Chris Stuckman, who also wrote this. And if you don't know who he is, he's actually a very popular YouTuber with over 2 million follows. He's been reviewing movies for many years and has almost 2,000 videos on his channel. Now, Shelby Oaks is something that he's been working on for a long time, I believe. It was partly funded with a Kickstarter program and was then picked up by a major studio, hence its release. So the movie maker is a man who has spent many years critiquing films. So is this a horror film that will draw on his experience and be beyond criticism? I'll tell you straight, no, it isn't. And all things being equal, it's pretty poor in honesty. What we have is a mix between a found footage documentary and a normal narrative. And this follows the disappearance of a group of paranormal investigators from YouTube and the actions of a family member who has never stopped hunting for her missing sister, who was the leader of that said group. And after years of searching and by grisly means, she comes across new clues that will lead her down darkened alleys and scary places in search of the truth and possibly finding her missing sister. Horror movies are very often called out for bad decisions and bad choices made by the characters, but some of the choices made by the lead in this, they're just beyond improbable. And that's quite a surprise considering the writer is someone who points out these flaws within other people's movies. Those silly decisions just made this a bit of a struggle to connect with, because when certain things come off as unlikely, it's very hard to fully engage, I feel. One saving grace for this is it isn't very long. I'm sure it was shorter than the 91 minutes runtime quoted on Wikipedia. The other plus point is that the cinematography and camera work is very, very much on point, but I do feel that that tends to mask the inadequacies of this project rather than add to it. So, in summary, if you're looking for a Halloween film, this is one to miss.